Welcome to the Luminara Mindset. Chapter 31, Empathy, Stepping into Another's Shoes. We have dedicated so much of our journey to cultivating a deep and loving, harsh relationship with ourselves. Now, with our own cups beginning to fill, we learn how to let that love and awareness overflow. We are here to explore the most beautiful bridge that connects one human heart to another. The practice of empathy. Empathy is the foundation of all meaningful connection. It is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. It is the imaginative act of stepping out of our own perspective, and for a moment, gently stepping into someone else's world. In a culture that often prizes individuality and separation, empathy is a revolutionary act of unity. It is the practice that dissolves the illusion that we are alone in our struggles. To truly understand empathy, we must first distinguish it from its well-meaning cousin, sympathy. Sympathy is feeling for someone. It is looking down from the edge of a deep, dark hole where someone is stuck and saying, "Oh, wow, that looks terrible down there. I feel so sorry for you." Sympathy maintains a distance. It often comes with a subtle sense of being in a better position, looking down on another's misfortune. It can sometimes feel like pity, which creates more separation, not less. Empathy, on the other hand, is feeling with someone. It is climbing down into that dark hole with them, sitting beside them in the dirt, and saying, "I know what it's like down here, and you are not alone." Empathy doesn't require you to have had the exact same experience. It only requires you to have felt the same emotion. You may not know what it's like to lose a parent, but you know what grief feels like. You may not know what it's like to lose a specific job, but you know what fear and disappointment feel like. Empathy is connecting on the level of shared human feeling. It is a choice to be vulnerable, to touch a place of pain within yourself in order to connect with the pain in another. Renowned researcher Dr. Brené Brown identifies 4 key components to this practice. First is perspective taking. This is the cognitive part, the willingness to imagine the world from another person's point of view. It is setting aside our own biases and beliefs for a moment to see the situation through their eyes. Second, and this is crucial, is staying out of judgment. It is impossible to be empathetic while simultaneously judging someone's choices or feelings. We must suspend our inner critic and our need to be right, and simply accept their experience as true for them in that moment. Third is recognizing the emotion. This involves listening not just to the story someone is telling, but to the feeling underneath the story. Are they expressing frustration, sadness, fear, shame? And finally, it is communicating that understanding. This is where the connection is truly made. You don't need to have a perfect response. You don't need to offer advice. Often the most empathetic response is the simplest. A heartfelt, "That sounds incredibly difficult," or "I can hear how much that hurt you," is infinitely more connecting than, "Well, you should have ... or "Look on the bright side ... It is the simple act of letting someone know that they are seen, heard, and that their feelings make sense. Empathy is not a fixed trait that you either have or you don't. It is a skill. It is a muscle that can be strengthened with conscious practice. You can build your empathy muscle by reading fiction and imagining the inner lives of the characters. You can build it by traveling and exposing yourself to different cultures and ways of life. And you can build it most powerfully by bringing a conscious intention to be more empathetic in your daily conversations, It's not always easy. True empathy requires a great deal of our own inner resource. It requires us to be grounded enough in our own well-being that we can venture into someone else's pain without losing ourselves in it. This is why all the foundational work we have done on ourselves is so important. By practicing empathy, we participate in the healing of the world. We offer the profound gift of human connection, reminding each other that no matter what we are going through, we are not alone. Welcome to the Luminara mindset. Your invitation this week is to reflect on your conversational tendencies. Think of a recent conversation where a friend or loved one shared a struggle with you. In your journal, compassionately reflect on your response. Did you tend to offer sympathy, feeling for them, and perhaps offering advice? Or did you lean into empathy, trying to connect with the feeling underneath their story? There's no judgment here, only observation. What would it look like to bring just a little more feeling to your next conversation?